players, because they're also dealing with money and agencies. But the one thing that comes through in the negotiations is that they want to win, and they believe in each other, and that has a good part to do with why they're signing here.
Yeah, when I sat down with Logan last week, that was a lot of the discussion that we were having, is like, what do we see? What does 8 years look like? Why is that important for all of us? And it's pretty cool to have that conversation of like, let's look forward, let's dream out there, let's see what we're going to go build together, and him getting excited. And you know, you saw what he did when he went on that road trip. So I don't want to say the conversation helped in the first game off, but you could tell there was a little bit of a weight on the shoulder. And I think it's a lesson for everyone that it's like, you know, when your head's right and you're bought in and you're excited about the future, good stuff happens.
Logan, congratulations. And I just want to know first, who was the first person that you called when you signed the extension? And second, do you have any big purchases planned yet?
No big purchases yet, but I think just my family, you know, everything they've done for me, you know, just giving me every opportunity I could to succeed. And it's been, you know, kind of a crazy journey, and doesn't even feel real still sometimes, but I'm just super thankful for them, and it's obviously awesome to share that moment with them.
Let's give them full-size candy bars out for Halloween, I'll tell you
that. Logan, congratulations.
Thank you.
8 years is a long time. What do you want to accomplish over the next almost decade?
Yeah, I think we've talked about it a ton, is winning a Stanley Cup. That's why you play this game, and that's why, you know, it's fun working every day at the rink, trying to get better, trying to work on your game individually as a team. And, you know, I think the best in the league, when it's all said and done, it's, you know, kind of judged by, you know, winning, and that's what we love to do, that's what we want to do, and that's what we're going to accomplish.
Well, you talked about it a little bit, but what can he do for you over the next 8 years?
Well, he's already doing it right now. You know, the way he comes to the rink, how hard he tries every single day to get better. He goes home in the summer, he gets bigger, stronger, and faster. He's a huge example setter inside our organization. But if you watch him, he's always been, you know, pushing the envelope of winning since a kid, from the U.S. program to Minnesota to the World Championships last year, and he's doing it here. And so he's going to continue to push that pace to make Utah a winner and a Stanley Cup. And that's not an easy process to go through, but I love the way that he attacks it every day.
Logan, you mentioned that the guys in the locker room have made this an easy decision for you to be here. Have there been any moments in your first 3 years with this team that stand out about, you know, kind of moments you realized that this was the group of guys that you wanted to be with for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just how fun we have coming to the rink every day. It's obviously a long year. There's a lot of ups and downs, but I think the group we have, it's just such a joy to compete with, to be around, whether that's dinners, hanging out, and obviously we have a great captain, a great leader, and drives the bus for us. And then you guys got guys like Sergachev who, you know, gets us going, and we just have an unbelievable group, and, you know, I'm excited to be with this group for a while.
Logan, you've also said that this is the most you've ever enjoyed playing hockey. It's the most fun you've ever had playing hockey. What's made it that way?
Yeah, I think it goes back to just the group we have, the fans, you know, the ownership, what they've given us, and we have every resource you need possible, and you know, that's what you want as a player. It allows you to be the best player you possibly can be, and it's definitely nice to have that, and it's helped my game a lot.
How do you see your individual game growing over these next 8 years? What do you hope to accomplish individually?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to kind of say what you're going to accomplish over 8 years. For me, it's just about taking it day by day and year by year. You know, I'm not a guy that likes to look too ahead. I like to stay in the moment, and you know, for right now, my focus is on this year and getting to the playoffs, and not only getting to the playoffs, but we want to win in the playoffs too.
Logan, when you first started with this organization, just the idea that you'd be here in this position to sign 8 years with the hope to be the leader in 8 years, be in the pipeline of a leadership of this young core. Did leader ever become a word in that conversation about, you know, what this future looks like?
Yeah, I mean, I think as a young kid coming to the league, you know, it's maybe not something you think about too much, but as you get a little older and start to be around a little more, you start to understand how important that is. And how important leadership is, and how it helps the team too. I think when we go through different tough times, and you have guys to lean on like Sergachev and Keller, like younger guys coming up, I kind of want to be that guy for them to help them through any situation they need or little things like that.
Ryan, what's it like for you to have all this young talent lining up to sign max extensions here in Utah?
Yeah, it's new. I mean, if you think about basketball, this is kind of what our fans still think sometimes basketball is, with the Stockton and Malone days where you're having 8-year deals. That's just not hoops right now. I mean, you sign someone for 4 years and you're kind of recruiting after year 2 or 3. It's almost like a transfer portal a little bit. And so for us to be able to say, okay, Logan, like, you're buying a house, like, lock in, like, whoa, when are we going? Where are we going? Like, let's get that. It's like, it's super refreshing, I think, and that's what we're hoping for in every sport. You're hoping, from our standpoint, that you're building continuity throughout, and I think we're doing a pretty good job on both sides. But and these contract lengths are actually really good because we get a chance to build around, and you're watching some of the moves that Bill and the organization were able to make in the off season and kind of go back at it. Most championship runs don't just happen on the first click. They never do. Normally they're going to the well, they have to go back, they go. And so to be constantly pushing forward, you need time. And there's a lot of things that go into that. So for us, we're super grateful. We got a young core, we got a great team, and we got a bunch of guys sitting, down in the minors who are hopefully going to be a part of the future as well. And I think that's exciting, and we're seeing that with Simashev, where the work that was done a couple of years ago is coming in. And so with Tej and Denoye and a couple of these guys coming up, like, it should be a good run here.
Any more questions? All right, thank you,
All
everybody.
right, you guys made it easy.